like imagine you can actually harness people's energies, right? Like positive energy كذا makes plants grow, negative energy.
If a cannibal
Says fire things or something.
If a cannibal wanted to eat nawashif.
Cannibal. Wait. Is it a cannibal or cantable?
Look,
if a cannibal,
you can't joke.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. And you interrupted his joke for a worse joke.
Stupid joke.
It's terrible.
So solving the same trend.
And you're undercutting the terribleness of my joke with
exactly
more terrible joke.
Okay. So terribilis.
If a cannibal.
Terribility is the name of the game.
So if a cannibal wanted to eat nawashif, wouldn't he just eat an old man?
Or no, I would say he would eat multiple old men.
Because the man.
Did you get the joke?
Because nawashif.
ورجال ناشف كبير.
It's funny.
Yes.
He's dehydrated.
Yes. It's funnier than yours.
I don't
Cantable.
So a cannibal is what? Is a vegetarian cannibal? Is that what it is?
No.
Let's define what
no.
Let's not.
I imagine it's a cannibal with anxiety issues.
No, but that's the thing. Cannibals is what? It's a cultural
thing. Do you also
right?
want to leave this house?
I want to eat, but I just can't.
Okay, cannibalism is a cultural phenomenon.
I'm feeling triggered right now.
Why are we having this conversation in the beginning of the podcast?
He opened.
No, you are going deep into this. He's not. He was saying a stupid joke.
I'm exploring the range here.
No, we're good. That's not the range we want to explore here, Shamsi.
I've been set on a path.
Okay. I'm going on an adventure.
We're on a journey of self-discovery.
I mean, we always are.
Oh my God.
That's one of the reasons we exist in life.
This is stupid.
This is us usually. We're on now.
You know what?
No.
Oh, my bad. Wrong one.
And that goes to show you later.
Yeah, we're recording at a very bad time.
How plugged in we are.
You're
saying number one.
I have a question. When you call something an abstract concept, what do you define as an abstract concept?
Hello.
Gosh. You gotta say it.
I would say music is an abstract concept. It doesn't exist. You can't touch it. You can't hold it. You know.
Hey, welcome past the Kabsa. It's your boy Adi. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 166. I got the homie Turks right behind me. I got the homie Shamsi right next to me. We got listener number one again. Sitting at the restaurant. Shout out to listener number one. Thank you for being here. Shout out to tens and tens of listeners. Shout out to tens of viewers. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all. We're recording this too early for some reason.
Is it too early? I think it's too late at the same time.
Well, yes, it is.
Yeah.
For an important reason.
Yes.
I have an update for the listeners.
Go ahead.
My head is even shinier now.
Okay, there we go.
I'm sure they were waiting for that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you still look like shit.
Yeah.
So,
but we're used to it.
We're used to.
Yeah, at this point, you know.
That's your face. That's okay. That's what you say.
I'm born this way.
Plus at this point.
Well, anyway, what's happening? Oh, well, okay. First off, let's discuss this live before we get into anything else because I forgot to talk to you about this in private. So let's just do it right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna be gone for a while, and why you holding the mic scared?
Just like we're like anticipating where this is going.
So either we're gonna take a 2.5 week break, okay, or we can do one podcast a week through Zoom.
We can try that out.
We can try that out.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try. If it works, we'll do it. If it doesn't work, then meh.
So we shall pack these.
You'll find out whenever.
Yes. If you didn't get another episode next week,
that tells you a lot.
It did not work.
It did not work.
Also, it's summer, so vacation. So people are probably going to be vacationing. So we could vacation too.
Well, okay, sure.
Yeah. We'll just run with that story.
All right, sure. I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. So for the next 2.5 weeks, there might be just 2 episodes, and there might be no episodes.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Look,
we're all gonna find out together. Okay.
Again, journey of what? Self-discovery.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going on.
Self-discovering the future of this podcast.
Oh my
God. The near
God.
future of this podcast.
Well, anyway, how y'all doing?
Great.
How y'all popping?
Amazing.
Everything's smooth. How's y'all weekend?
It was unfortunately missing you.
Water, please.
That was the unfortunate part of it. Otherwise, it was good.
Was what?
Unfortunately, missing you.
Oh.
Other than that, it was good.
He just ignored the shit out of Turks and.
Yeah.
Tag that.
Tag that.
Tag that.
Well, it's not. I would say it's a special time in all our lives now. Hence,
What did you talking about?
What's happening?
I have no idea.
All right.
Let's get into some real news. Shams is doing yoga.
Yes.
What's up with that?
I mean, it's great. I'm stretching. I'm detoxing. There's sound therapy. I feel, therapized
Therapized?
with the sound. So I've done 3 classes in the past 2 weeks, which
Have you done downward facing dog?
yes, definitely. That's one of the more important dogs.
Did you greet the sun?
Sun salute. I think I did do that as well.
Yeah, semantics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Salute, greet. Yeah.
Great. Okay, sure. We'll do the halal terms. So yeah, it's fun.
Okay, the halal terms.
Yeah. Then you need to
Please deep dive into this.
please deep dive in.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You don't just drop it and walk away.
We don't have this issue, but
Did you buy the Lululemon leggings?
no, I used these shorts actually, and they worked out. So
That is nasty.
shout out to new shorts.
Shout out to New York.
Shout out, new shorts. Shout out to you. You're the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
my
wears short
God.
shorts?
Yeah, but-
Shamsi wears.
Shamsi wears short shorts.
I don't think these are that short.
Man, them thighs are out.
I mean,
Okay, there's no sun.
You're welcome.
And those thighs are out.
okay, you're welcome. I guess.
No. No.
That's not what you're saying?
No. That's not what I'm
I thought
saying.
that was expression of joy.
So,
No.
what are the yoga halal
It was a
terms
cry for
again?
help.
So anyway, I did 3 classes so far.
Hey,
Win.
back the hell up.
Win.
The halal terms.
Halal
My
terms.
question, come on.
He just asked you. You just ignored him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't think that was
Disrespectful.
Man.
So there's been so what is yoga?
It's an ancient Indian
Yeah.
tradition.
No. I want to hear this.
Yes.
I want to hear this.
He's
Yeah.
like-
No. I want to hear this. 2 classes in.
What is yoga?
What is yoga?
Okay, so it's a lifestyle. First of all,
Okay.
First of all,
Okay.
that's a lifestyle. That's the first thing.
Okay, it's a lifestyle.
It can be taken as a lifestyle,
Okay.
Okay.
Or
or as a sport,
okay.
or as exercise,
Okay.
way to de-stress,
Okay.
and
But you're taking it as a lifestyle.
I'm taking it as
And how much
a
are
way
they charging for the
to
lifestyle?
stretch.
We'll get how much they're charging this lifestyle. Okay.
No, this is a good way for me to stretch.
Uh-huh.
It's stretching.
Yes.
Stretching is important.
Yes.
Stretching is important.
Yeah.
For the guy, I've never seen him stretch in his life.
Yeah. For the guy
Okay.
who cried when I told him to stretch.
Yes.
Okay, that was a long time ago.
Yes.
I'm much more flexible now than I was back then.
I bet you are.
Okay.
This was
That explains Grindr, yo. The whole time you've been on the app, I'm like, yo, why is he on the app? But now that
Flexibility.
yoga and that flexing,
Still good flexibility.
there you go. That makes sense, bro. He must be a
Yeah.
really nice guy.
so lifestyle. Okay. so some of our brotherly countries, okay, had an issue, or somebody raised an issue there recently about yoga, being an import from a foreign culture that's, has anti-Islamic leanings. And if you look at it, and if you look at the history of yoga has been intertwined with religion in India for a long time.
Yes, Hinduism.
Hinduism,
Yes.
exactly. But we're looking
And you
at
can't skip over that part, right? But
Yeah.
just saying it's just a lifestyle or exercise.
that's what I'm saying.
So just ignore the whole religion part.
So that's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
going back to the halal terms, so we're looking at and we're treating it as a way to exercise, a way to de-stress, it's a sport at the end of the day. So we're tearing out all of that.
There's yoga mats being squeezed right now in anger.
What'd you call it?
Okay. Yeah, sport.
I know we're to the spiritual backgrounding of it. Let's say, in a sense, of focusing on the mental aspects of
so
it.
you don't line your
what
chakras.
are the non-halal terms?
Salute. Apparently, I'm not supposed to say salute. I'm supposed to say greeting. Because
No, I didn't say that. I just,
ترى ما عندك تحية.
I-
That's how it works.
I do not.
Okay.
I am not the
We
only.
don't-
I would say if
am
you're
not the only
saluting when you walk in, that's called a cult.
It's called, it's called the sun salute. So
Sure, a cult.
It's a
I am
stretch.
not, I am not the yoga
some sort.
person, man. Yoga person, man, knows the correct terms. I do not know the terms.
Wallahi, feel free to come join
So
me
I can- yes,
صراحة, on
Whoa.
this journey of
Stop escaping.
self-exploration.
No, no,
Some
stop.
salutations.
Yeah,
Stop.
Turks as well.
So again,
Honestly,
so you
if
do
I-
not know what are the non-halal terms.
I do not know.
Okay, just say that. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay, I thought you knew it, but that's why you changed it.
هذا مطب وقفنا في مطب يعني احنا we missed the rest of the story of me doing yoga and
Here's the
No,
thing.
we'll get to
big-
that one. I
it's
just
big.
want to understand what's the non-halal
Here's the
terms.
thing. If I went
Yeah.
with you, it would be hilarious because I do not have any balance to speak of. I cannot lunge
Okay.
when I do go to the gym.
okay.
I like
Look at the proportions of his head. Do you think that's balance?
Yeah, that was the implication.
You think that's balance right there?
I need the counterweights.
How is like one side heavier than the other?
Bro,
I hate the
we'll,
counter.
we'll
Yes.
beat some stretchiness into you. Don't worry.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what they told you.
I mean, that's
This is
what,
how it's done, Shamsi.
if that's what he needs.
I'm telling you.
That sounded like a
Wow.
threat.
I'm telling you, he must be a nice guy, Shamsi.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Facts.
Amazing. Such a good friend.
Yes. You changed your whole lifestyle for him. I see.
I'm going to yoga, bro.
That's what I'm telling you. You're stretching for him.
But then again, I used to go to yoga before, so anyway, revert to form.
Really? When?
When
In 1926.
he went with 10 guys who stretched him out.
Exactly.
True.
Okay, first off, that wasn't for yoga.
No, actually,
That
it
was
was
self-discovery, right?
That was
there.
yoga.
First off, you went on a hike,
Yes.
and the yoga was the sprinkling part.
Yeah.
was
That was
surprise
a stretching out. Yeah.
So they stretch you out, they put you in a hole.
yeah.
They yoga you right in the face.
The end.
With hammer.
Yeah.
With hammer. Gotcha.
Good times.
Okay,
I should
alright.
let you guys know about my next class, inshallah.
So you took 2 classes so far?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look, amazing. All right. So how was those 3 classes?
Very stretchy.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly. I sweat.
Oh, yeah.
I sweated.
so 5 more classes
Yeah,
and you become
sweat.
House
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
So one of them, turned inadvertently
Will
into
you
a,
breathe fire? Will you stretch your arms and hit me?
I don't know, is that what's supposed to happen? Honestly, I felt great after almost all of them.
Really?
Yeah. The second one, I felt a bit hot after.
Yeah, that's called endorphins, Shamsi.
Yeah, honestly, like your body was responding to me in a very, very positive way.
Excuse me, whose body?
My body.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you slipped up right there. I'm telling you, he must have a.
I'm just saying.
That was a text, but I just
Okay, that goes to show you the level of disconnection that happened.
He must have a nice
know?
smile.
I floated above myself for a second.
Yes,
you know.
exactly. That's
yeah.
what you want to call it.
Would recommend, 8 out of 10 would do again.
You know, you can just come out. Like, this is a safe space.
Wish you of the yoga community. I just got in.
No, no, no. That's not what I'm talking about.
just click. It just clicked. Okay.
No, I like the reaction. Okay. You see? Yani, smoothness, my guy.
Look,
Smoothness.
as long as it is making you happy,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm very happy for the both of you.
You're all for it.
Just live your truth.
You and yoga.
Yes, you and yoga. That's what we call
Feel
them.
free to come and join me, bro.
No.
You good?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, we're
I
good.
will take you up on that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
So
to
again, listen to more like Explore.
Bro, yeah, exactly. Self-discovery.
Yes,
That's what
I
we
will
started
discover
with.
new horizons.
Yes.
He said, any takers? And he said, I'll take.
I'll take it all. Give me
Malik,
what you got.
you will be surprised at how stretchy you can get.
Yes.
Honestly. Like you'll blow yourself.
Your muscles will be pounded
Wow.
from all the stretching.
Phrasing,
Yeah.
guy.
I'm just saying.
No, that's what. No,
I'm pretty
it's
sure
not
these are all
phrasing. That's
video titles
hinting.
that-
No, I'm just saying, like you'll be surprised and amazed at your own capacity.
How far do you get stretched out?
لا لسه توني بدري.
You have to ease into it.
So exactly. Like I can't touch my toes yet.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Still long way
You
to
seriously
go there.
can't touch your toes?
Oh yeah, well I can't.
You can't?
Yeah, can't. أفشخ رجولي. What do you call it? Splits. I can't do splits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this guy's wild, yo.
There's-
Go yoga.
There's room to grow here. What are you talking about?
Interesting.
there
Interesting.
is.
Yeah.
That explains why you were sore yesterday.
Yesterday I was good. It was last week.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's once a week?
ما أقول لك خدت break. يعني, then I did 2 classes in 1 week and I'm like, okay, I need to take a.
It was
take
too
a
much
break.
on you.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yoga isn't
It's too
really,
hard.
It
I know.
isn't really intense, yeah. So you can manage to do more than 2 a week.
يعني I'm a beginner. يعني give me room to
To stretch.
So
Say
you,
expand.
explore
Say
my-
expand.
to explore
Expand.
the ranges of my own body.
so you're, a
honestly.
grower,
Yes.
so you're a grower, not a shower.
Yes.
I mean, you gotta pace yourself.
He's a
you know?
spreader, actually. That's what he is.
Of joy, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant.
Among other things.
Of good vibes,
Anyway.
comedy.
Anytime you're ready.
خلاص خلصنا.
Is either you want it to be here, or what's the other safe space? This is number 1.
The gym.
Yeah, gym. Yes.
So I can-
So you can pick any of those 2 spaces.
So let's go back to that conversation. You had a problem with him saying the gym is a safe space for males. Why
Yes.
is that?
Oh, you guys really want to have this conversation?
Yeah,
here?
sure. Like it's a good conversation. I honestly was fascinating.
Well, define safe space.
Define space safe number 1.
I would define a safe space as a place where you are
Encouraged?
You're encouraged. You don't feel like
Supported?
You don't feel like you need to be challenged on anything. You are supported. You're basically made to feel good about yourself.
Okay,
Or safe.
Okay, you went to the gym to get challenged. That's the whole point.
Challenging yourself, but at the end of the day, you feel ultimately supported. Like, yo, wash captain, like that type of energy.
See, what you're defining is drugs. That's not a safe space.
Okay, which is what the wash captain part.
Yes.
Okay, the Taziz part.
Taziz part. I define it as the Taziz. Yeah, it's
So it seems to me, number one, that you appreciate the male bonding aspect.
Both of you are on the same ride.
Hang on.
Don't worry about it.
Hang on.
You have yoga, he has Mr. Muscle Man.
I would say what I appreciate is that it's a community and you're all there for the same reason. For self improvement.
No.
Fuck yeah. No, you're disappointed by this? What do you, how do you feel about this?
Well, let's see Turks first. You guys know my rant. I said it to you before this
Anywhere
podcast.
that involves people, I don't want to go. That's easy.
That's very straightforward.
Yeah, and when it comes to the gym, it's literally people, sweat, and
Tears.
showering in the same building.
I don't go to the gym to socialize. But when-
gas.
I don't go to the gym to socialize, but the micro interactions have been
Micro interaction.
positive. I'll tell you, like if you're switching a machine with a guy, usually the etiquette is that you take off your weights, he
Okay.
brings on his weights. So that mutual support is something I enjoy as a sign of, yeah, we're here supporting each other.
Do you let him finish all his sets, or you guys switch sets between each
No,
other?
we alternate.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is that
Very
anything more than 2 sets you alternate. If it's on his last set, let him.
You let him finish.
Okay. Interesting. So you are versed in the etiquette of
Yes, I understand how a gym functions.
gym ticket.
Yeah, gym etiquette.
Gym ticket.
Gym ticket.
So
Gym khana. Okay, yes.
okay. So and your problem.
My problem with gyms here?
with his
My
let's say
supposition.
hypothesis.
No, it's how about his mental state going to the gym. This is how he feels.
Do you not feel safe when you go to the gym?
First off, I feel safe everywhere I go.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Honestly.
So,
Alhamdulillah. Allah يديم علينا نعمة الأمن والأمان.
alhamdulillah.
Ameen.
كيف؟
But super safe يعني. in the
So, super safe? No.
gym. Exactly.
What I hate about the gym is the people in the gym.
So again, the people.
Yeah,
Same problem.
those micro interactions.
That's the
they're
thing.
Still micro interactions.
There's always 5 people in the gym that you just hate. And I'm not talking about specific people. No. There's anytime you go to the gym at any time at any hour,
Yes.
there's gonna be 5 people that you're gonna hate.
Okay, are they different personas? Do they represent the same?
But here's the thing. Do you know how when you join a gang, you dress up like a gang?
I do not know how that works. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so when you join a football club,
that's a gang.
I'm giving you another example because you don't understand what gang is. Since you want to be he must be a nice guy. Tell you,
I'm just saying.
you're hiding your true self.
I'm just saying.
You change yourself for him. Amazing guy. Must have a great smile, great sense of humor.
Oh, amazing.
Anyway, so your boyfriend aside, if you're joining a group, right? Like let's say that has a team kind of feel to it.
Okay.
You guys start behaving alike.
Okay.
When you go to practice, if what's the latest cleats that came out, and you guys can
Common rituals.
exchange information,
common
and
knowledge.
all of you get make the best out of each other, right?
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's in group, out group.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
What?
I don't know, bro.
And the group here is Gym Bro
Yes.
Gym bro. At the gym, they're so annoying
because
because they all act alike. Same behavior, same screaming, same shouting. You don't need to scream, let's go, into someone's ear while people are trying to focus on their fucking form.
okay.
You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta be the loudest mother. Why are you two the only loudest pieces of shit in the whole gym?
Because we are the motivators.
Of who?
Of everybody else.
Okay, sure.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just. I'm just
Yeah,
To be fair-
yeah. When I'm working out, someone screaming, yeah, I feel, I'm gonna go harder right now.
To be fair, that doesn't happen in my gym. Honestly,
because it is bougie.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
it's
keep the shouters
bougie
out.
adjacent.
Bougie adjacent.
Bougie-esque.
Okay.
Bougie-esque.
Yeah.
It's like you just go there. الله بالخير الله بالخير يلا نتبع يعني انت ابدا وانا ابدا يعني خلاص اجيب خش بين الكابتن like that's it يعني.
Do you look them deep in the eye? when you do that.
I'm not at
No, he holds the hand first.
I'm not at that
Excuse me.
And I was like, "Are you ready? We shall begin together."
They mix each other's proteins.
Oh, see, لا, but I understand the problem with يعني ما أدري. again, I think it goes back to what you're.
Some people take the gym too fucking seriously.
Yeah, it depends on what you want to get out of it. If
Here's
I
the
want
thing,
to get out of it as an exercise and that's it, in and out, that's fair.
Look,
I don't
if
want
you
to
get
deal
into a
with people.
gym and everybody's moving, everybody's motivated, you get motivated because everybody's on a machine, everybody's moving, things are happening. But when people are moving in between and then people waiting on a machine, there's like 3 people in line and you have these 2 idiots just screaming at each other to lift more weights, it becomes annoying.
Also intimidating.
Here's the
Especially
thing.
if you're at the beginner, like a beginner level, getting into a gym and see all these guys.
The look down.
Yeah.
The look down is always
Exactly.
disrespectful.
Yes.
Like even when I go to the gym, I see someone that's new, like I don't bother them. If they're doing something bad that I think is dangerous, I'll tell you, okay, listen, my thought, you could hurt yourself.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, that's a problem going into a gym for the first time. Like you don't really know what the.
Yeah, like if
Usually, if I find someone that's struggling,
Yeah.
I call a trainer. It's like, yo,
if
catch
you
him.
see somebody using the machine objectively wrong, you should at least tell them.
Okay.
For example,
This is being a good.
Because
gym
you
bro.
can really hurt yourself in
Yeah,
the
I
gym.
know.
You can really have like permanent damage in the gym. So sometimes you need to be careful with people. Like if I'm the only time I will have interaction with people is if someone is doing something, I need to spot him, I would stop. If he's the only one there, like I used to go to gyms like early morning, right? Like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. There's only like 3-4 people. So if someone needs help, yeah, I'll pull in, I'll help out, I have no problem. Really quick, let him finish his set, I'll go off. But screaming and all the fucking bullshit,
here's the thing: the alpha.
taking all the fucking weight just to prove a fucking point.
That's how they do it.
I
No.
don't mind the alpha bros too much. It's the selfie idiots that kind of burn my gears.
The who?
It's the selfie idiots who
The
just
selfie idiots. Okay.
it's like you're sitting and just
They're part of the same group, bro.
no, like
They're part of the same group.
Different manifestation.
No. The selfie idiots are just like they're curling a dumbbell with one hand,
And shooting with the other.
hogging the chair, and just like snapping themselves. Like,
Yes.
okay, my guy, like, but I need the chair too, and like, yeah, and just
عجل يعني.
Look, the weight room is always tight. Okay? There's not enough space in the weight room. And you have these 2 idiots. One is lifting, the other one's going around taking 360-degree video of them. Bro, I'm trying to fucking work here.
But that's his self motivation. That's his.
What fucking self-motivation while other
Juice.
people are trying to fucking gym and you're sitting there taking space, trying to shoot a fucking video.
So here we're talking about just respecting other people's.
That's the problem with
Right
it.
to
Some
be
people
there.
come in there, they feel like it's theirs. Hagiana. Like I told you, the biggest thing that I hate when people come in is start saying hello to everybody.
Okay.
The person who comes in and says hello to everybody is the person I ignore.
But it's a community though. That's the thing. Like
Community
everybody.
of what?
You
It's
go there
not-
regularly. You see the same
what
people.
Adel is
You
talking-
build. Tenuous.
Okay, you're gonna go to the
social
gym.
bonds.
Relax. Let the guy finish. Me and him, we go to the gym.
what Adel is talking about, that manifestation, that energy, that vibe, it's mostly in the CrossFit / HIIT community because for them that's the motivation. It's a group.
It's a dedication.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna come in.
activity.
You're gonna work.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the people that take the gym as a lifestyle.
Yes. For them, I think that's where it becomes sort of cultish.
Okay, so this is bad.
And no offense, there's this thing called the heart rate, and if you go above a certain amount for too long a time, there's this little thing called the heart attack, my guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're feeling tired, there's no shame in resting. But if you're just gym bro alpha man person, and it's like wash captain, and
Yeah.
his heart explodes in his chest, that's on you, my
Bro,
guy.
it's all for the pecs. It's for a good cause.
Any good fucking athlete or weightlifter who is taking this as a competition will explain to you how the body is so lean and what they go through and the amount of fucking steroids. A lot of people listen to, steroid. Listen, there's a way to take steroids that these competitors do in a way it's healthy. It's like a diet. It balances with the limited meals that they have. There's a system for it. There's people who are actually they know exactly how to fucking use it to the T.
Okay.
Testosterone. Hey. Anyway, so those people will tell you, to get to this, what it is required and how hard it is, and the pain it causes you after you're done, after you stop. But there's other people who are just taking it as I just want to be as big as fast as possible so I can hit the beach for the summer, and then they ignore. And that's when heart problems come in. That's when fucking muscle problems, bones, everything starts getting in.
Like the Michelin Man, basically.
The man that I hate the most, not the Michelin Man, the supplement man.
Okay.
I hate those guys.
The one that shows up at 3 a.m. on TV.
No, the guys who come to the gym, you're an idiot.
Okay.
The guys who come to the gym, I'm just saying you're an idiot. Okay. The ones who come in with the amino acids and the pre-workout and the protein, the post-workout.
They got the hookup.
What hookup?
Okay, of the
Look,
supplements.
if you go to GNC, right, just take anything over there and just read it. It says not FDA approved.
Nah, important.
Almost like, yo, would you say 95%?
I would say 95% is just placebos.
So snake skin.
Snake oil.
Snake oil.
oil.
Not snake skin. Okay.
Sure.
That is
Those
a
are
boot.
boots that you wear.
Also a hat.
So you get this guy who comes in, pre-workout, buzzed the fuck up. You can just have coffee and have the same feeling.
Yeah, pre-workout is just caffeine. Like that will kill you. if
Well,
you
شوف,
use it too much.
so يعني, شوف, there's a lot of reasons to go to the gym if you want to go there for the building up the muscle, for building up the body. But I feel like if you want to get a good exercise, you can just do it at home, honestly. Like
Running is a good exercise.
exactly. Just running, push-ups, sit-ups. Like there's a bunch of. Maddy, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
There's a bunch of like exercises that you can do. using
Body weight
your own
exercises.
Body weight, exactly. Using your own body weight, pushing yourself against the stairs or whatever, that will achieve the same purpose. So why go through the whole bother of the gym? That's kind of what I realized.
If
when
you
I
do
went there
not
the first
work
time
out, you
around.
would think that the gym is super important. If you do work out, then you understand that I'll go to the gym to do the things that I can't do at home.
Because no machine.
If I have two 20 kilogram weights at home, I'm not going to the gym until I know for a fact these 20s can't do nothing for me anymore, and I can't get any more weights. So I would go there for the things that I can't do at home. But the things I can do at home, I just do it at home.
Honestly, if you can do essentially whatever you can do at the gym, you can do at home with just free weights.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But the benefits of the gym is that usually you have a PT, you might have dedicated machines to isolate. The positive thing about machines, for
so
example,
specializing basically.
is that this positive thing
And
about
good
machines.
practice.
The positive thing about machines that one, they isolate your muscles, and second thing, they're a lot safer than free weights.
Okay.
Because you have control of motion.
Okay.
Yes.
And also you have a safety. If you drop, it's not going to fall on your leg. It's not going to pull you. Like you can just let go. You'll be okay.
Bro, I love how both of you are so knowledgeable about this.
Because we go to the gym.
Keep going. Are you not fascinated by this?
No,
No,
it's
no.
the gym.
He's so bored.
No.
I feel like
No.
he's so bored.
Freaking gym.
It's a gym.
Okay,
He
but
hates
It's
the
your
gym.
own body, my guy.
He hates the gym.
Your body's a temple.
No, I work out at home. I
Yeah.
don't need to go to a place where there's sweaty men
No,
all
let's-
over. No, thank you. I'm
Let's
good.
engage
Was
Turks.
That is not his
I'm
dream.
good.
That's not his dream.
Let's engage Turks. Talk about cheese, Turks.
Cheese has many varieties around the
All right.
world.
Yo, fuck this gym.
But
Tell me what's on the news.
going back to that final point, like you do feel like it is a safe space because people get to exercise.
Bro, he's just going
themselves.
to a good gym. That's it. Let him go to a real gym that's packed with college students, and we'll have a different conversations.
He has friends now.
No, none of them are. I barely talk to them.
See, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he's still alive.
Okay, that's why he's
Other
still
than
alive.
like wahsh.
Not even that. Like, yo, can I jump in here, Chia? That's about it.
Okay, so something
Okay.
interesting came up in the news recently.
All right.
So there was a news interview that happened on CNBC with King Abdullah of Jordan, where the discussion of an Arab NATO came up. Okay, so
A Middle East NATO.
a Middle East NATO.
Yes.
So the news article says King Abdullah II of Jordan said he supports the idea of a Middle East military alliance built on the same lines as NATO. The king said that such a grouping could work with like-minded countries, but stressed that its mission statement would need to be clear from the outset. I'm quoting here. I would like to see more countries in the area come into that mix. I would be one of the first people that would endorse a Middle East NATO. The mission statement has to be very, very clear. Otherwise, it confuses everybody. So that's an interesting statement, honestly.
That's something we discussed, I think, last year.
That idea of having a Middle Eastern alliance, basically.
Yes. And it started with the coalition for the war against the Houthis.
Yes.
And I was like, if this is going that path, the best way to empower our region is to be united some way, somehow. And having a Middle East NATO is the perfect thing. But the reason he was saying it needs to have a clear direction is that it's supposed to tell the whole world exactly how this region is going to function, how these countries are going to function, and close out outside influences.
Well, see, I think the term, NATO might be a little bit misleading because at the end of the day, NATO was supposed to have a purpose. So NATO was originally set up to fight the Soviet Union or protect Europe from the Soviet Union during the Cold
Contain
War,
Soviet Union.
from the Warsaw Pact countries.
And rebuild Europe.
Yes. And following the collapse of the Soviet Union in the 90s, NATO's mission statement has basically, it doesn't exist anymore. So they've struggled to find the purpose. They've been involved in multiple, let's say, incidents across Europe, including the war in Bosnia and Kosovo. And now, like, we're seeing the war in Ukraine, and one of the major drivers behind that war, allegedly, as spoken by both countries, is NATO expansionism. So in the Middle East, we have a whole different range of problems, let's say. And I feel like this kind of thing would need to come in to basically set up as a defensive alliance for everybody, making sure that everybody's on the same page.
Yes.
Yes, in terms of...
Well, that's what's going to happen. Iran is pushing us to separate, but all it did is just united all of us.
Exactly.
So we're all united on one front. Anyone who touches us touches all of us. Anything that affects us affects all of us. So I'll give you, let's talk about Saudi, because I don't have the right to talk about other countries because they all run in different ways, and I do not know how their governments function. I don't have the day-to-day news. I might sound like an idiot here. So let's talk about Saudi for a second. Saudi wants to rebuild Iraq, right? What's the guarantees? Are we going to have the same problem that we have with Lebanon, where we help rebuild Lebanon, and then we see it as it is today, and everything that we did went to almost nothing?
Corruption, money getting siphoned away, public.
So if we
debt.
want to rebuild on Iraq, and Iraq was part of, let's say, that NATO, the Middle East NATO, and we know that we protect it, and basically we have each other's backs, it'll be much easier, because the second Iran tries to come and interfere, it's not playing with Iran anymore. It's playing with a whole region that's ready to attack, to protect its own lands.
It's sovereignty, basically.
This way, I can put money in Iraq. I can rebuild it, help the country thrive again. I can rebuild whatever other countries as part of NATO. I can help them. We can, in terms of business, in terms of everything, we can do everything, like every single thing you can think of, from military to economy to whatever it is. We build our own thing. And once we do that, then we're all just one team and one alliance. This way, other people cannot fuck with us. And also protect your investments.
And not just that. So that takes the idea of the concept beyond a NATO concept, which is a military defensive alliance, into something more along the lines of the EU. An economic zone of integration between these different countries, where you have policies that are aligned across the board in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of trade, in terms of food standards. Like, same thing the EU is doing.
But here's the thing. On the surface level, just conceptualizing this, you can see that it's much more achievable and has the potential for growth than NATO or the EU, for one simple reason. The region, its people are close and have many similarities. Same heritage, same cultural history, same identity, same language, religion. The fact of the matter is, Europe, for the vast majority of its history, hated each other.
And tried to kill each other constantly.
Yeah, just the majority of the history between Britain and France is just them fighting non-stop wars. Just that's two countries.
True.
But when it comes to the Middle East and the Arab countries, the potential for unity, it's much more achievable. And it's, for the large part, we're just kind of there already. When it comes to just actually engaging and living with each other through economic ties, share interests, history, and just the idea of just actually manifesting that potential, I think that's really exciting.
And that's the key word there, the fact that you just said manifesting the potential, because the potential is there. The potential has been there for such a long time.
Because the GCC has always been united, minus the certain security issues that we have with Qatar. But we've always been united. So there's already a way how to do this, because we've been doing it. We've been protecting each other, helping each other out the whole time. So you're just expanding that. For over the last couple of years, Egypt has joined us. And it's been part of everything that we do. The current prince just came back from Egypt, invested, $7 billion? And it's going to go up to...
7.7 billion.
It's going to go up to $30 billion by the end of the year or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Investments. These are investments. We're investing in that country. There's going to be a return on our investment. Everybody's going to make money. Everybody's economy is going to be healthy. Right? You just did that. Why'd you do that now? Why have you been doing this? Because last month you just given $5 billion also.
Yeah, you've been doing this.
Now you have a certain trust with Egypt. Since the Arab Spring, Saudi aided Egypt to make sure that it's stable so Egypt doesn't lose its hand. And since that relationship got so strong, now we are confident in them in the same way they're confident in us. So we showed that the GCC can get out and expand and get another country in, and it'll have the same direction. Now, once everybody comes together and really becomes a unit, and they really care about, because all of this happened because of two things: the U.S. and Iran. The U.S. pulling out of Afghanistan, the U.S. involvement in the Arab Spring, Iran for all the bullshit and the Cold War we've been having around for so long,
As well as Iraq, the whole Iraq war.
the whole Iraq war that was happening, like all that kind of split us in so many ways. But at the same time, now we have an idea. Okay, if we need to come back together, there has to be a system where we protect each other, because these guys came, they fucked shit up, and they just ran away. And now we have to come and clean this shit up. If we're gonna do that, we have to be united. And if we're united, we have a voice. It means we can get whatever we want from all these other countries, or what we want from the world, rather than just being one country asking for help on behalf of everybody else.
It gives us much greater leverage in terms of just aligning on our own benefits and objectives. Like when you deal with a fist of 5 fingers, it's much easier. It's much harder for you to beat me back if I'm dealing with one country, one finger.
Imagine, I'll add into that. Imagine Egypt becomes the primary manufacturer for a lot of things that are sold in the Middle East. What is the problem with that? You're investing it locally.
No, you see, in that terms, you end up having knowledge of the entire market and the entire economy, and you plan around that, and you plan on integrating things where I know that I can have this petrochemical, let's say, demand that is across this region satisfied by Saudi, while having, let's say, the Emirates satisfying a different demand for gas or for diesel or something along those lines.
Exactly.
So when you have that alignment, first of all, you make things run so much more efficient. You bring people together, you create more jobs, and at the end of the day, the cross prosperity will lift everybody up.
You stabilize the region. You stabilize markets. You stabilize everything. It's like the same way when you go to Europe. You're happy to go to Europe, right? You travel between these countries. It's the same thing. You come here, everything's going to be stabilized. Tourism is going to be kicking off in all the countries at the same time. Everything's going to be happening. Events, entries, coming in and out of countries is going to be much easier. It's going to be an economic power on its own.
And that's why I think, like, one of the things the King mentioned in the conversation is very important. The fact that the mission statement has to be very clear. Everybody needs to know what we're signing up for, and it needs to be sold in a way where everybody's benefit is super clear. Like, at the end of the day, listen, this is the world we live in today. This is an opportunity for everybody to build something greater than the sum of everybody's parts. And there's no good reason for you to not participate, knowing how this benefits you as well as everybody else. So that's going to be the key issue there, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anything else?
It just goes on to the conversation. The King also mentioned all of us coming together and saying, how can we help each other, which I think is very unusual for the region.
There you go.
If I'm okay and you're not, I'm going to end up paying the price. I hope what you're seeing in 2022 is this new vibe, I guess, in the region, to say, how can we connect with each other and work with each other?
Exactly.
Those were his actual words. So that's huge, honestly.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
You guys saw the Crown Prince when he went to Turkey?
Yeah, recently. There was a recent visit for the Crown Prince. He ended up going to Egypt as well,
Jordan. And then Turkey.
Yeah.
The Turkey one is very interesting because we discussed it off the podcast last week, but we didn't talk about it here.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth bringing it back. Listen, number one, you want to give us a recap?
You haven't done your homework. You don't remember?
I saw the highlights.
So the Crown Prince went to Turkey. This is the first time the Crown Prince went to Turkey for a long, long time since all the drama that's been happening by Turkey. So I'll tell you the interesting things that I saw.
Okay.
I do not know. I haven't really read much about what's been going on, but the things that I saw from that whole thing. One, the way the reception was a reception. They received him as a world leader, not as a Crown Prince.
Okay. That's
giving respect to the person that's coming in front of you. Him coming out of that plane with that confidence, That was
Energy.
oh, bro! You have no idea. Like you're walking into a place that was attacking you and your country. That's what you're walking into, and you ignored the hell out of them. Let them scream and shout nonstop, and you just ignored them. And now you come back as a king, bro. Like literally, you're walking in as a hero. The second you walked in, he came down that plane with that confidence. I'm like, here we go. And then he went, did not bow down to the flag, kept going. And now the tradition is every world leader that goes to Egypt, to Turkey, once you go there, you meet the military and you stop and you say, Marhaban askar.
Okay, so there's like a salute.
Yes.
Okay.
Putin did it. Every single prime minister of the UK that went there, every person that goes there does it. Right? It's
Part of the protocol.
exactly.
Okay.
It's the tradition. So the crown prince comes to the microphone. Guess what he says?
What does he say?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Power.
Okay. That's basically him coming in with his own energy, with his own.
Not only that,
this is us.
you can read this in so many ways. Some people said that the reason he's saying this, as in, what is marhaban askar? This is how some people are reading it. And why is he saying hi to the military?
Yeah.
And some people are saying, no, it's, salam, Islam.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Another one that I'm looking at is that it's like saying, I come in peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
I'm not here for anything. I'm not here for the drama. I'm not here for the bullshit that Erdogan was doing before. I'm not here for any of that. Assalamu alaikum. And he just walked. Bro, that moment. That moment was strong.
It's a very strong.
The confidence.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very strong statement when you're coming in and you're saying that because you're making your intentions known.
On their turf.
Yeah. As soon as you
The confidence. The confidence in this man is amazing,
and
bro.
as soon as you walk down as well.
This guy's a leader before he became a leader. I'll tell you that.
I think he's been a leader and he's been showing
he's been,
that
mashallah,
leadership,
mashallah, mashallah. The crown prince has been a leader before being a leader, which is amazing to watch. And on top of that, watching Erdogan go all the way. He was there for 7 hours. Okay. And when he left, Erdogan accompanied him all the way to the stairs of the plane and waved goodbye as he was leaving. He never did it to anybody else.
It's a full trip, basically.
Full trip
itinerary.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, I'm glad. I think it was a successful trip. Yeah, seeing all the news reports that came out of it. So
it's a scary trip for a lot of people. Like, for example, Iran. They're seeing that, these are close ties. These ties are going well.
Oh, definitely, they should be scared.
Yes.
At this
it's
point.
also annoying for Qatar. Qatar didn't want this to happen because they had them as protection. But Qatar kind of failed in the mission that they were trying to do with Turkey, which is, from what I'm reading, from what I'm seeing, is that they were supposed to be the people to support them when they're falling, which we saw when we cut off ties with Turkey. They're the ones who was giving them money and stuff like that. And
Cows.
Yeah, cows.
They gave them
Cows?
They gave them cows.
Wow.
They needed cows.
And
Actual livestock.
I think Turkey realized that Qatar cannot stabilize Turkey's market or their currency. It doesn't have the power to do that.
Sure. And at the end of the day, if you're talking about the region and you dealing with the region, there's one big player in this region staring right in front of you.
This is the same big player that's been here for a long, long time, that's been supporting the whole region, that's been helping the whole region. Even most of the region were unfucking grateful for all the things that this country's been doing.
Yeah.
But now it's a different time. Now it's not before, you need help, you need money. I mean, look what we did to Lebanon. Okay, y'all want this drama? Okay, we don't want to do nothing with you.
Good luck.
We don't want to be involved.
Good luck.
That's like Allah يستر عليكم.
Allah يوفقكم.
الله يوفقك. روح الله يستر عليك ويوفقك يا رب وإن شاء الله you can solve all your issues.
Well, honestly, you don't want to see that. You don't want to
No.
Yeah.
Now you want to see that because we had a problem back then when we didn't do that out of self-respect and saying, انتم اخواننا, we're not going to do that to you. But when I help you out and you keep biting the hand that feeds you, no, then this is exactly how I'm going to treat you.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. Like, you don't want to see that, but at the end of the day, these are the results of
your
actions. Exactly. The consequences of the actions that have went on for such a long time.
Get your house in order.
And you hope that, letting you be will let you resolve your own issues.
I'm totally looking forward to the new Middle East, man.
Here's the thing that nobody can disagree on. For its history, Saudi has been the most consistent country in the region when it comes to policies, attitudes, and political stances. We are consistent. We are mutually we follow policies that are mutually beneficial. We are incredibly supportive. I think we're one of the top 10 countries that are contributing to the UN, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And we don't boast about it.
The ungrateful UN.
Yes, and we don't boast about it. That's part of the consistencies that we do and we support, and we just treat it as a matter of fact, something that's given. We don't boast. Man على أحد شيء.
Honor.
But ultimately, you see
Integrity.
some of these unfortunate actors are saying, when is sdaia? When is sdaia? Because honestly, that you are displacing the blame. sdaia has always been there. The fact of the matter is that you can't get your house in order is your issue, not our issue.
I can support you if you give me a detailed plan. If you tell me that you're stable, I'll be more than happy to support you as I did for so many years.
And part of the problem as well is a lot of these countries finding themselves in the situations they are in because of a lot of different reasons, whether it's ideology, whether it's politics being played out over a long period of time, and they find themselves in a hole, and you need to deflect. And having us being there, prosperous as we are, is always going to be the easiest target.
The problem is because we were not united as a whole region.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
And
of
we
the different ideologies and
well,
no, and the politics.
No,
And the
I
politics.
think because
there's a cultural tradition in most of these countries that they are still stuck in the past and the old perceptions. Historically, the Arabian Peninsula has been at the periphery of Arab thought and culture, or what have you, be it rightly or wrongly, for the past few centuries. Like when these countries consider Arab history, they talk about Damascus, Baghdad, Cairo, what have you. And the people in those countries, they feel that they are the custodians of the Arab identity, the Arab culture, etc., etc., etc.
Inheritance of
And the
tradition.
heritage. And unfortunately, the unfortunate side effect of that is that they've been taught, or at least implicitly taught, to denigrate the Arabian Peninsula, as that it's just sand, the people there are Bedouin, what have you, they're uncultured. But any critical reading of history shows that to be categorically false. There's always been culture here, there's always been heritage here, there's always been something of significant value here, something of significant contribution to Arab culture as a whole. But when you say that, a lot of people get defensive. A lot of people say, oh, this is just recent. What have you. My thing, and what I've been very proud to see in recent years, is that not only are we asserting that cultural history and value, we are doing it in a way that is just purely a statement of fact. There is no implicit denigration of others. In fact, there is an embrace and celebration of the Arab culture and history as a whole. That
The shared identity.
the shared identity.
yes,
And what we've been saying for the past few years is that actually no, Saudi and the region and the Arabian Peninsula in general has a seat at the table, and a significant one at that. That's not to say that you suck, just saying no, we deserve to be mentioned in the same conversation. That's about it. And unfortunately for many people, to them that triggers them for some reason.
you're not white to be on the table with us.
It's not. I think it goes deeper than you're not white. I think it goes back to what he said was the cultural programming that told you, hey, we are, the people that built the culture, and those guys over there, no, they don't
Why?
know shit. Yeah, it's a programming.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
why
program.
would you program that? And the same reason that Hitler was trying to program his own people.
Yeah.
It's literally the same reason.
And no offense, like
Yeah, it's honestly, I think it goes back. The programming, a big part of that programming comes from a colonial imperial mindset of divide and conquer. Like, you
Roman
know what?
Empire?
No, it's British Empire. Fuck the Romans. Like it's let's figure out reasons to separate these people. Let's come up with imagined
Clever ways.
imagined slights and pit them against each other.
Yeah.
And you saw them play that out in India to a fucking T, to the point where they conquered the entire continent
We saw the US play it out in Iraq.
as well. So there we go. That was the playbook. It's literally the playbook,
And take the resources while you're at it.
Figure out who's in power, take it away from them, give it to the minority, make the big majority feel, imperiled, and then let them, the haram minhum.
There's a phrase that stuck. In
So
my,
that came from Egypt, and that came from that where you're talking about.
There's a phrase that stuck in my head when I heard it, and it really sums it up in a nice little package. Arabs tend to play the golf 1,000 years ago for white people ruining their civilization 100 years ago.
And again,
I didn't catch that.
yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's like I am an Arab in country X. I was colonized, let's say 100 years ago.
Okay.
But you don't see the colonized Arab countries being critical of the colonizer. They're critical of like Arabs 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
I was this country. I was أنا في نية يا خي.
And what have you?
Yeah,
I was about to say France, but
Yeah.
you just let it out there. Okay.
You're missing the point here.
Yeah.
You're missing the point here.
Yeah, no offense. You can't say أنا في نية يا خي and your name is
It's
Ayman.
projection. It's just projection. It's projection, and it's loss of honor. Part of it is loss of honor, like the feeling of weakness of not being able to respond in a way, and you figure out-
Identity.
and you and you try to find ways to lash out. So honestly, that's why it never really bothered me, because I know that it comes from a place of loss and insecurity, and as much as I feel bad for you, like I'm not going to let that affect me in my own self perception of my own
Yeah,
self.
anger is just sadness that feels good.
Sure.
What?
Okay.
Anger is just sadness that feels good. Like you're sad at your situation, so you're gonna be angry. At
If
whatever.
there's any therapists,
Yo, life coaches.
psychiatrists,
I mean,
please reach out.
yeah.
You see, when
I
when
feel like
shaved-
we have a misstatement of what anger is. And
Yes.
everyone needs somebody to kind
No,
of.
I
at the
shaved
same
my
time.
head, and the energy and the cranium expanded into new horizons. So I am.
Got that Nazi vibe going.
That's the vibe.
No, if
Are
they
you
were,
sad? You want to feel good about it? Get angry.
Oh,
I see it now. Yeah, makes sense.
if they measure my head, they will say, "Oh, he is the Ubermensch."
and on that note,
It would be hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be so awful. No, I can't say that.
yeah.
After the podcast.
That's the
Yeah.
podcast,
Look, I'm ready to get canceled, but not all the time.
bro. Please don't let him be the Ubermensch.
Oh,
Who said the Ubermensch?
he said it.
Please don't.
Be quiet, Untermensch.
Okay.
Okay.
Ubermensch is the best version.
It's the German Uber.
German Uber. Yeah.
It's the German Uber.
It's
Uber is
the
above.
hydraulic automatic parking
That makes
system
sense,
they have.
yeah.
Oh yes, okay, okay.
Throws you on the highways. Yeah,
Oh.
that's speed.
توكلنا.
Yes, one more thing to go before we head out. So we have won a prize. Not we. Listen, the country has won a prize. Okay. So
We are one of prize.
So Tawakkalna was awarded the United Nations Public Service Award of 2022.
Nice.
The honor is in recognition of the kingdom's response to the COVID pandemic in the technological and digital fields. So it's called the United Nations Public Service Award for institutional resilience and innovative responses to COVID. The award. There was an award ceremony that took place at an annual forum. The president of sdaia received the award, Dr. Abdullah bin Sharaf al-Ghamdi.
مهندس دكتور عبد
Muhandis?
الله.
Okay, nice. He said that receiving the award illustrated the Crown Prince leadership and the chairman of sdaia board of directors' unwavering support for the various initiatives launched by sdaia to improve government collaboration and maximize the benefits of AI. He also emphasized sdaia's global and national accomplishments, as well as the efforts of national experts which have propelled the kingdom to the forefront of technological and digital fields. Bro, we are at the forefront.
Yes.
We are innovating. We are.
Is this the first time they give out this award? Sounds like it. Or is it specific to COVID? Like, what is it exactly?
I think the award is just a public service award that's given out to different entities, and this year they recognized sdaia's role in combating COVID.
Oh, you got to be stupid not to recognize
Amen.
For institutional
what sdaia did
resilience.
over COVID,
Yeah,
bro.
for institutional resilience and innovative responses to COVID. That's what the word is for. Yeah, so definitely, like the fact that it just made everything so much easier for everybody. Like you had one point of access for وش تبي رخصة تبي تسافر, like what do you want?
Can you imagine if this happened 8 years ago?
I can't. I
What
honestly
happened
can't.
8 years
If
ago?
COVID happened 8 years ago.
I honestly can't.
Oof.
That'd be horrible, honestly.
That would be like 1919.
Yes.
Same thing.
And we just talked about 8 years ago. If 8 years ago we got hit with COVID, I do not know what would have happened.
Like honestly, like the way the whole country has pulled through, and then the fact that we are at the place we are right now, alhamdulillah, without having to go out of masks all the time.
But the initiative of the government is what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
that's what I'm saying. Yani it's
Everything that was pulled off to make this seem almost seamless
tricks is
at a time of crisis.
yeah.
8 years ago, I don't think we would have had the same numbers that we had today. I think our death toll would have been much higher.
True.
And hence the masterclass in management that Dirks
Yes.
talked about.
A masterclass in management.
And you see it getting rewarded, literally, on a global basis.
يستاهلون والله.
Oh, مرة يستاهلون. Shout out to sdaia, shout out to
Amen.
Crown Prince, shout out to everybody. This is something to be very
This
proud
is
of.
very proud of.
I really hope it's in the history books.
It already is.
No, I'm talking about in our history books for our future children. When they learn
True.
about the country and what it had to go through
True.
to build all of this to protect everyone. I really hope it goes through.
It'll be in the stories we tell our kids, honestly. Like that's one place of always.
But I think it's a moment that's so prideful that it should be taught.
There's a before and after COVID,
Yes, this is what the country did
Yeah.
at a time of crisis. You actually have a story about a time of crisis. You had the Gulf War for a long time, understanding how we pulled through that. But now this is a different kind of crisis.
Yeah.
And you actually have something to show how a government functions at a time and beating all the other governments and what they do. Respect to them.
Yeah.
Seriously, respect to them.
دائما عافية من جد.
Anyway, anything else or should we bounce?
I think we should bounce.
Did you try the visa exemption?
The what?
The visa thing.
Oh, London.
Yeah.
So we're going to spoil. All right, so I'm going to London.
So London towns. London Bridge.
I want to know about the process.
Oh,
You go on the website and you click the button.
yes.
Oh, thank you very much, Marcus.
You fill in the text box.
you
Did you try it?
No, yeah.
You didn't do it?
No, yeah.
Number one, did you do it?
I have a 10-year visa. I don't need to.
Ooh, look at him.
point.
Look at him. The wealth has spoken.
Bouginess.
The wealth has spoken. What's the name? So I booked, I did everything. Like literally, I did my flights, I did every single thing.
Okay.
The visa was the last thing that I actually did.
Okay.
And I went to the website and I put in all my information because I had to do all this like last minute. So they tell you
How much information do they need?
48 hours before your flight at least.
At least.
Is that a minimum or maximum? What?
Minimum.
Okay.
Okay? Or the maximum actually.
Maximum.
Yeah, maximum.
Yeah, should we do it before 48 hours?
Yes,
Yeah,
before.
Do it. Do it a week before if you can.
So you get in passport information. That's it.
Okay.
Like literally the information that you already have is
Sorry,
just there.
what?
You put your passport information.
You get in.
And then second page will be like, your reservation, where you're staying at, contact number, stuff like that.
Okay.
Emergency contacts, all of that. Other questions, do you have any other residency? Do you have whatever? Have you been here before? All that stuff. How long do you plan on staying? Are you going to go multiple times to the UK in the next 3 months or not?
Okay.
And you fill up all of that. And you just put send.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
They don't ask you about like your great grandma's occupation.
No.
I remember that.
No.
I remember that.
What you
That
used
was
to
the
do in
hassle.
World War II.
Yes. So then you get an email with a number, and it says could take up to 24 hours for you to get a response.
And you did this one.
I did it at 8 p.m. I had my visa.
Kidding. You got a response in less than 24 hours.
In 7 hours.
You don't have to print anything. You don't have to.
Nothing. Yeah, you print it, you keep it on your phone. It says on the email.
Save trees.
Oh, that's
Don't
done.
print it.
That's it. It's literally that simple.
So that's amazing.
But it's only a one-time entry though.
Okay.
You can stay up to 6 months, but every time you leave, you have to do it again.
That's fine.
That's all right. That's
Yeah, I'm just telling you, I'm explaining to you.
I would click the button.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That was really simple.
Wallah, easy, honestly.
I was so
Honestly, I'm happy.
flabbergasted.
عقبال الشنقل. Like apparently that's gonna happen soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But that was a straight up tick. But I was done like in I think 3 minutes.
sweet.
No, 5 minutes.
The bitch ناطق.
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
Oh, not yet.
All of Saudi will.
This is why we're recording early, so I can do it tomorrow
Okay.
before
Inshallah.
my flights. Yeah.
Yes. So
All
by the time
of
this
Saudi.
drops, you will be bye-bye. Inshallah. Assalamu.
No, when this drops, I'll be sitting right here. 3 hours after this drops, I'm gonna be at the airport.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Assalamu. Inshallah. Okay.
I got the family at the house, so the dogs will be fine.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not ask.
All of Saudi.
I care
will be
about
there.
I did not care.
I'm worried sick about them. We're trying to find ways to take them with us.
You can't. It's called the back.
They're called therapy dogs,
Service dogs.
service dogs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Emotional support.
Emotional support dogs.
support
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah,
Listen,
طبيعي.
Dogs need emotional support.
I know. That's the problem. It's all the way around.
I'm
Like
the
my dog is
emotional
in emotional support, not
Yeah,
me.
I'm
listen.
the emotional support human.
If some lady could get an emotional support peacock on the plane, I'm sure you can do
wow.
it with.
Yeah, that's in the
Lebanon.
States because you can bullshit your way through things.
Man, get the peacock and start petting it. They'll see you getting calmer and they'll say, okay.
That's what you call them? Anyway, thank you for joining us.
Hey.
We appreciate you. Again, as we said at the beginning of the podcast, we might see y'all, we might not.
We're not going to see y'all. Just we'll be real here.
No. We will. We will.
Okay.
I got stories to tell about the English on there.
Okay.
I'm going to White Central, bro.
Whitey Prime.
Exactly, bro. I'm going to the head office.
Literally.
Yes.
Literally.
Anyway,
I have a piece of advice for you Abdi, when you go there.
go ahead.
Biggest lost and found in the world.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely go to the biggest lost and found in the
You know-
world,
you know about
the British
that?
Museum.
Exactly.
Yes, yes, I know it.
My piece of advice is just have just an emergency stash of hot sauce and spices in order.
Oh, yeah.
In
Yeah.
case you have to eat their food.
Yeah.
What they call food.
Get a holster with like a Kamon
Crackers.
hot
also.
sauce.
You
That's-
know
that's,
damn well I'm only doing restaurants.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you have to feed the whites, throw crackers in.
no, I'm not gonna feed them
Right away.
Okay, they're not pigeons. Okay.
That's cannibalism. But never mind.
Oh, shit. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We are out. Thank you, everybody. Peace.
Peace.
He's an idiot.
It's called cannibalism.
He's an idiot. I know, it's
That's
funny.
good, yeah.
Anyway, tell him I said hi. We out. Peace.
Buddy,
Peace.
Peace, 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 peace.